Hello everyone from New Student and Mr. Perez. This is Dominic Drummond, one of your students, and today I'll be presenting my final story project, also known as My Life in 8 to 10 Years From Now, by me, Dominic Giovinazzo. I hope you guys enjoy what I have for you guys today, because I did the best I can for this project, and I hope you guys enjoy every moment of it. Alright, where do I see myself in 8 to 10 years from now? Well, in 8 to 10 years from now, I see myself in one of the two jobs that I really want to decide on going in the near future. One of those jobs is becoming a sportscaster for the sports company known as ESPN. Because I've been a sports fan all my life, and I think it would be a perfect job for me to do for that. The other job would be consisted of working as an FBI agent in Orlando. Wherever there's a job in Orlando, downtown Orlando, or anywhere in the police station that they have me, I can give it a chance to know what the FBI is all about and how to work for it and solve a lot of crimes and gather evidence for it. Crimes. And also, 10 years from now, I would see myself being a married man, having a beautiful wife by my side, and also we would have kids together and be able to have pets, so that anytime we want to have pets, we can start to become a one big happy family. Because I would love my wife, I love my kids, and even if we get pets, I would also love them as well. Because I'm a very nice, respectful gentleman at any time, and I hope 8 to 10 years from now I get that chance to be that respected person. My family and pets. 8 to 10 years from now, in my life, I would see myself being in love with a woman that I have met for quite some time. I would take her on some dates to like restaurants or maybe even an arena to watch like a sports game or something, and be always just a good, wonderful gentleman to her. Show that I have my full trust on her and she has my full trust on me. I would also see myself proposing to this woman to marry me and spending the rest of my life with her, knowing that I love her so much. And for our wedding, we will be able to go somewhere very, very special, like Hawaii or Paris or anywhere that we decide to have our wedding, and have our friends show up at this wedding. In the future, I see myself and my wife having kids together and being able to not only take care of them, but also take care of each other, so that we become a wonderful family together and always have our full trust on each other and our full trust on our kids when if we ever get any kids, or like when we decide if we want to have kids, meaning in that way. We would also gain pets. We also would want to have pets if me or my wife decide on, or even our kids want pets in our house. Which if we do want pets, we would decide on a German Shepherd, who we would name Hunter, and a chocolate Labrador named Dante. And to have that full trust in this house, we won't have full responsibility for these pets, and we don't have to tell our kids that we need to have full responsibility. You gotta make them eat, drink, and play with them all the time. Now, this is one of my favorite slides to work on in this one. Working for SportsCenter. For one of the jobs that I want to be in for 8 to 10 years from now, I see myself working as a sportscaster in SportsCenter, or working for SportsCenter as a sportscaster, since sports has been my favorite thing to watch all my life. In my life, speaking of, I know a lot about sports, consisting of hockey, to football, to basketball, and even to baseball. Knowing what happens in certain games, where the score is, or what happens, which teams I play for, which teams and players I root for, like from the Yankees, the Rangers, the Knicks, and the Giants, and which players get hurt, whether it's like a collarbone injury or a torn ACL, and I'm gonna find out how long they'll be out for the season, or like week to week, or day to day, whatever the team decides to say how long that person's gonna be out for. I'm also able to know the stats of not just my favorite teams, the 4 teams you see right there, but also other teams around the 4 leagues that I have spoken of, knowing that how good or bad that these teams are, they really do show up for the sport no matter what. And I understand that, coming from a big sportsman like me. It's coming from being a big sports fan and seeing these championships, to see if my team can actually get the chance to win them. Now, working for the FBI. If I don't do well in sports, which I'd be ashamed if I did, another job that I would choose from 8 to 10 years and I would obviously be being an FBI agent for Orlando. Because I've taken some classes this year last semester on crime, criminal justice and all that, and we discussed about crimes and evidence and all that. So working for the FBI business would be very perfect to work in because I'll be able to gather up evidence at a crime scene and be able to figure out who the criminal is, who committed the crime, and arrest that perpetrator once and for all, and bring justice into the world today. And with me choosing this job, it'll make me able to make the world a better place and be able to save people's lives from criminals who try to hurt them or even danger, like worse things that could happen. Now, for my closing statement, I want to say this: what I should expect from 8 to 10 years from now. For me, I just expect these next few years can be challenging with the jobs that I'm going to be in, as well as having kids with my wife and being a father to them. But all of this can be all challenging, but I know that I can do this. I'm going to be having a family. I'll have a lot of people by my side, such as my family, my wife, my kids, and my friends, knowing that they are going to support me no matter what happens to me. If anything good happens or anything bad happens, or I'm going through some bad times, they'll be there for me no matter what happens. I hope also that if I will get a job, whether it being a sportscaster for SportsCenter or being an FBI agent in Orlando, I'll be able to support my family as well as for my wife and my kids. So I'll be able to put food on the table for them, place for them to stay at our house, or a place for all of us to stay, and our clothes to whatever we want to wear to school, work, a restaurant, anywhere we go. We hope we have a lot of clothes. So I just want to thank everyone for this big statement. I just want to thank everyone for watching and learning about these details. If I messed up some words, I apologize. It's how I talk a lot in these kind of situations. I just want to say thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your winter break. Merry Christmas. You guys have a happy, safe New Year. And thank you, Mr. Perez, for teaching me this new stuff. Even though it was stressful for me, I still got it done. So thank you.